He raped me in the chalet lines. The girl I shared with was away for the night. I couldn't get up for my shift today. I'll have to leave the camp now. Anyway, I'll go.
Sexual assault happens to all people.
To me, it's unasked for or unwanted attention of a sexual nature.
That means when a woman is sexually violated, when she doesn't want to be touched.
Being touched when you don't want to be touched. Any non-consensual act. Sexual assault is defined as an assault of a sexual nature that violates the sexual integrity of the victim, with use of physical force, coercion, deception, and threat, mentally or physically incapacitated or impaired.
Rape is the final act in sexual aggression as far as I'm concerned.
Non-consensual sex.
Rape is defined as sexual contact or penetration achieved without consent. No.
Doesn't sexual assault and rape kind of the same thing?
Absolutely, it's different than rape.
I wouldn't say they're prevalent issues. Laurier's a really good community. I'd say
A lot of assault goes on that people don't even think is assault in that.
I don't know like exact statistics, but I'm guessing definitely over 50%.
I think the majority of women have been sexually assaulted.
I think you go to university and you come out of it without being sexually assaulted, you're pretty lucky.
I think the number's a lot higher than anyone knows.
I guess 1 in 7.
Probably a huge percentage.
51% of all women in Canada will experience sexual or physical violence. 1 in 4 people will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime.
Yeah, I do. I think there's a definite rape culture, and no one really wants to talk about it.
Yes. At Laurier, to be honest, I don't really know.
51% of all women in Canada will experience sexual or physical violence.
To my knowledge, there's a very limited amount of resources available.
The diversity office, I know there is a center for women.
I don't think there's any preventative measures at Laurier specifically. I really don't know about it. I don't know if it's really advertised. I haven't really seen anything about it. But
Yeah, actually, I really don't know of any outlets for victims of sexual assault.
Things like Foot Patrol, the red emergency buttons that are located around campus. And when you're in trouble, you're supposed to hit one and then keep hitting them as you go.
Keep me without chains. I never wanted anything so much than to drown in your love.
Can start a buddy system, make sure you're always in groups.
Education.
And empathy. People are like born good people, and we feel empathetic towards each other. It just gets muddled sometimes with like negative emotion.
Probably hold less events that involve drinking.
When new students are introduced to university and to the culture of the university, they should also be introduced to what sexual assault is, to what consent means.
Anything about sexual assault in the concourse?
And compassion.
Administration needs to be familiar with sexual assault in terms of understanding what their students are going through, in terms of understanding how they can accommodate students who have been through sexual assault.
There's just too much not going on. Like, we don't talk about it, we don't hear about it.
It's not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. How do we stop this? How do we make women stronger?
Pointing out that if it's not an enthusiastic yes, then what is it?
End the silence. Start the conversation. This is our campus. This is my campus.
And the tears come streaming down your face when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will